Imagine holding a piece of history in your hands, only the piece of history that you've heard about or read about, directly in your hands. Sean Norris, an archaeological program, explained this absolutely perfectly. Hello everyone, my name is Michelle, and we are going to talk about the Civil War weapons that were found in the bottom of the Congaree River in South Carolina. There was a whole bunch of things found. They found 10-inch artillery shells, bayonets, gunpowder, backpacks, buckshots, the whole 9 yards. They found so many things. Now, this was released to the public, the discoveries found in November of 2023. The archaeologists knew about the weapons at the bottom of the Congaree River in South Carolina for years and years, but they didn't actually get the funds until a little over a year ago to begin the project, but they didn't actually find anything exactly out of the river and establish what they found until November of 2023. Now, these weapons have been around for over 150 years. They ended up in the river on February 17th, 1865, after Union troops fought the Confederate. The Confederate retreated, and this resulted in the Union troops to ransacking Columbia, South Carolina. They were heavily intoxicated, resulting in them throwing all of the weapons and ammunition and everything like that into the river. Now, archaeologists actually had found munition that did not go off. They had to have special teams help go into the water and take extra precautions to take this unexploded munition out of the river. Now, I want you guys to think about that. 1865, all of these weapons went into the water. For over 150 years, there have been these weapons, ammo, everything. Unexploded munition at the bottom of this river in South Carolina, Columbia. What if it went off? What would have happened? Would it have been like a ginormous explosion? Would the river have disintegrated altogether? Would people have gotten hurt? It's mind-boggling to me, and that's something that I want you guys to think about. And you can actually tell me, if you like, what you take from that. What do you think could have happened? What do you think the people of South Carolina would have done in that instance? Now, a little bit of backstory. Like I said, 1865, February 17th, the commander of Columbia decided to let the Union troops take over. That resulted in the ransacking, and that's why we found all the weapons today. Now, I want to talk about how these findings are influential. These findings are influential because it provided a broad aspect on historical weapons. We are now able to examine and take apart these weapons and figure out what they were made out of, what metal, how they were carried, compare them to the same type of weapons that we have now, modernized compared to back then. We can actually put ourselves in place and almost reenact, but somewhat just see what it was like to be in the Congaree River in that war site in 1865, and have our own feeling of what went down, what happened, how it happened. And I think that's amazing. We can literally relive history through these discoveries. Now, in conclusion, we talked about what weapons were found. We talked about a little bit of the backstory, and we talked about how these findings are influential. I found this extremely, extremely interesting, and I am so looking forward to watching you guys' videos, and I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment in the discussion board or comment down below in the YouTube video. And yes, I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching.